Hi Hunters of the Wild, welcome back to the channel. After talking with Fabius, we both agree it's important to share our field knowledge about Zoh Shia. In today's video, we're diving into field intelligence for high-rank Zoh Shia. We'll be using a strategy centered on my anti-Zoh Shia Dragon Piercer 2.0 meta bow build, focusing on precise targeting to knock Zoh Shia to the ground multiple times, making the hunt straightforward and manageable. Once you understand the strategy, you can adapt it to other weapons like the heavy bowgun or insect glaive by targeting the same key parts. Now, you might be wondering, didn't Capcom nerf Dragon Piercer? Yes they did. The nerf affects the last few arrows of the pierce sequence, causing damage to drop off more quickly. That said, Dragon Piercer remains very strong. It was just overwhelmingly powerful before the adjustment. With that cleared up, let's dive into the build and strategy. Here's the Dragon Piercer 2.0 setup I came up with, tailored specifically for Zoh Shia. There are some min-max variations out there, but the version I came up with prioritizes comfort, featuring level 3 earplugs and level 3 fire resistance. Here's the breakdown. Griefbringer, as it's the highest raw damage bow in existence. Numinous Crown Beta and Shroud Beta from Zoh Shia. Guardian Arkveld Vambrace's Beta. Gore Coil Beta and Greaves Beta for the Frenzy antivirus boost. As for Talisman, we'll be using Exploiter Charm 2. Since we won't be moving much, we'll stick to Corrupted Mantle. Evasion or Healing Mantles aren't necessary for this operation. Now for the decorations. I went with 3 level 1 earplug jewels to mitigate the roar completely, and 3 level 1 fire resistance jewels to significantly reduce most of the fire damage. With this setup, here's what we get. Critical Eye level 3 reduces the bow's negative affinity significantly. Ballistics slows damage fall off for Dragon Piercer. Special Ammo Boost increases Dragon Piercer damage. Weakness Exploit level 5 boosts affinity on weak points. Agitator level 5 extra damage when Zoh Shia is enraged. Constitution level 3. You could boost this to level 5 with Dash Juice, but since dodging isn't a top priority here, it's not essential. Fire Resistance level 3 reduces the fire damage, especially from the Fire Breath and large fireball attacks that wipe out most hunters I've seen in SOS calls. Antivirus level 3 to synergize with 2 pieces of Gore Set skill. Earplugs level 3 negates all of Zoh Shia's roars. Gore 2-piece bonus, affinity boost after curing Frenzy by dealing damage. Zoh Shia 2-piece bonus, Super Recovery 1 for passive HP generation. Now, onto the strategy. Our goal is to knock Zoh Shia to the ground repeatedly by breaking both wing arms in all phases. These glowing wing arms can be broken once per phase, and with 3 phases in the fight, that's 6 breaks in total. Each break deals significant damage and causes Zoh Shia to fall, letting you target its head or the other wing arm for extra damage. Beyond that, you can use 2 environmental rocks to trigger additional falls. Finally, breaking the head, which is possible twice per fight, also knocks it down. Ideally, you can make Zoh Shia fall up to 10 times in a single hunt. That's the key to keeping this run smooth and methodical. Before heading out, grab a meal at the Grand Hub. I recommend Springy Kunafa cuisine. It provides essential skills like Lucky Meal for better loot, insurance for 1 free cart, and Defender High, which I find most useful for significantly reducing damage taken. Let's jump into a high-rank Zoh Shia investigation and see how this build and strategy play out. Our plan is simple. Focus on those wing arms, make Zoh Shia fall repeatedly, and that's it. Bring all the necessary damage buffs and consume them before jumping off the ledge. Make sure you have your mantle on, and if you have might pills, pop them for a quick 20-second damage buff to break those wing arms quicker. If not, just focus on them. They'll break eventually. First fall, and we got hit right before. That's unfortunate. Sometimes you'll have to trade attacks from Zoh Shia due to the wind-up animation of Dragon Piercer. Also, try to keep a closer distance. As you can see, I'm pretty far away, hence the damage fall-off is pretty significant. Just right when we committed a Dragon Piercer. I prefer using Max Potion or Dust of Life for the instant healing, as crafting ingredients for them are obtainable really easily through Nada. Zoh Shia attacks have a large AoE hit zone. If you can't dodge them, just run out and look for another opening. Just keep focusing on the wing arms. Second fall. Sometimes the trade does pay off. If you're close enough, big damage will interrupt its attack. This is just about the right optimum distance for our close range coating. As you hear the music change, try to sheath up and grab the slingers on the floor. We'll be using them to clear the path. If you can't make it, just run to the edge of the room, or use a Farcaster, or simply pull out the map to head back to the camp. Those are all viable options to completely ignore this move. Focus strike when necessary to stagger it. Try to pop one wound at a time if you want to stagger it more before those wounds heal themselves. Sometimes Zoh Shia smashes the floor and crystals will form like this. Try to go close to its tail as there won't be fire around that area. Most of these telegraphed attacks can be easily avoided. Third fall. Focus on the head as much as you can. Fourth ball. Also, it's important to save the 2 rocks for the final phase, as Zoh Shia gets really aggressive. Honestly, this is the coolest transformation animation I've ever seen in a Monster Hunter game. Now we're on the final phase. Don't make the same mistake I did on pulling the rock. Wait for its animation to be done. Just wasted a valuable fall here. For the same move, where there are crystal formations on the ground, there will be lightning all around instead of the large fire AoE attack. Your priority is always running around. Try not to get hit, as there will always be follow-up fireballs to kill you. So avoiding those zaps is critical in this phase. Try to position it again on the second rock. That head break is supposed to be another fall, but since it's already on the ground, too bad for us. As mentioned, try your best to avoid these attacks. Especially the 3 mini fireballs followed by 2 large AoE fireballs. Be patient and look for an opening after those fireball attacks. Try to utilize some of the open wounds for stagger in this phase. Water wide area and fire resistance reduce significant fire damage for us, so don't worry about trading a Dragon Piercer with a fireball. Eighth fall from the right wing arm break. There we go, slightly over 10 minutes. Pretty relaxed run. I hope this field intelligence helps in your Zoh Shia hunt. Hit subscribe if you want more detailed field intelligence for future hunts. Thanks for watching and staying till the end. With that, I'll see you guys in the next video.